Hello, guys. Hello. Happy Friday. TGIF. Whew. That sun is something. It started off this morning here and at home very gloomy and foggy and yucky. And it has turned into a freakishly beautiful day. And it's like mid-70s. It's like mid-70s. I mean, look at everybody. They have no clothes on, and I'm disappointed because had I known, I'd be in flip-flops, but I left pretty early, so. Anywho, let's take a look around. All right, so I've been through. I don't have a lot of time. This is going to be it. I have got to get my girl in as it is. I'm already going to be a few minutes late. But I did want to come up with everything going on and just take a peek around. We'll talk about that in a second. And I've been through everything, and everything it's a beautiful day. There are tons and tons of kids' school groups, and there are tons of people out enjoying this beautiful weather. The Capitol is extremely quiet. Capitol Hill is really quiet. All the streets are quiet. There's nothing going on. The buses are not there either. So there's absolutely nothing on the schedule today, okay? Absolutely nothing on the schedule. At least the last time I looked, when that was about maybe half an hour ago, there's nobody at the door. Now, you would think a president, quote unquote, would be in the West Wing. We'd have a fine-looking young man at that door pretty much all the time when he's in town, right? I mean, it's very, very rare that we even see someone at this door. Very, very rare. Even when Sleepy's supposed to be here all the time. There's just nothing going on here. National Guard, the parking lots are full, but that's, 90% of the time, that's what it is. There's nothing, unusual over there. Look at this. Look at this. Several of them. Yep. Okay, I hated to make that post this morning. I really did. And it wasn't, I didn't do it to call anybody out. That's why I specifically, cut the picture down. And I did not do it to cause any, division whatsoever. The reason that I did it was because I know that it made a lot of people very, very excited. And I know that a lot of people are really hanging on by a thread right now. They're very tired. They're frustrated. They're struggling to make it to the end of this. And I know that they got very excited. And I wanted to just make sure that, they weren't counting on what they saw in that. And I don't know where that picture originated, okay? I really don't. But that picture was about as fake as it could get. And, let me show you. Anyhow, the White House, they're giving tours today. Front doors are wide open. All right, so that picture would have had to have been taken on the inside of the fence, okay? All right. So, first of all, the flags, okay? Now, I was literally here the day. Thank you for your service, baby. I was literally here the day that prisoner of war flag went up on the top of this White House, okay? I was here for that. It never ever comes down. Neither of those flags come down. They stay up there 24/7. They only get lowered to half staff when it's time. They never ever come down. So if you ever see a picture of anything in the White House, that's the first thing you can come and see. Go right to the live cam and check things out. Okay, just compare the picture, see what it looks like. If you take a screenshot of this even, you'll be able to come back and just kind of take a look at things. And the sky of that, so we got our Secret Service shack up there. The sky was so blue. I mean, when would that happen? At night, it's dark here. It's very dark. It's like the sky is, very dark gray, black. I mean, that sky would never happen, So it was really important for me to point those things out. And it wasn't to do any harm or anything like that, but it needed to be said. That certainly needed to be said. Now that's not to say, let me come over here away from this music before Facebook shut me down for it. I do not own the rights to this music. Now, with all that being said, that doesn't mean that things aren't popping off. I mean, things are popping off in the biggest of ways right now. I mean, this border thing is huge. And is this the beginning of things? I don't know. I mean, I don't know all that. I know that it's huge. You had Trump, he put out that truth asking for, Republican governors to assist Abbott with their National Guards. And the last I looked, there were like 25 states that stepped up to do that. Now, in my opinion, some of those governors are rhinos, okay? But, the most important thing right now is to uphold the Constitution and to protect America, okay? And in my eyes, this is going to show who's willing to do that and who's not. It's more about exposing who's not, in my eyes, because we're going to pay attention and see how many governors don't step up to protect the Constitution, to protect the people of this country over this crisis. Now, I didn't expect to see Maryland Governor Westmore. He is, not that it matters, he's Democrat, but he is all about this immigration thing. He's all about it. And, it's really disappointing in my eyes. So, is this the pop off to things? I don't really know. I know I did see something where they're supposed to have some big thing February 3rd at the border, which actually that's my birthday. I would love to fly out there for that and cover that, but I don't think that's going to happen. But there's supposed to be something out there then, and I know, there's this convoy and all there, so is this what's going to pop things off? I really don't know. Is this going to show who the commander-in-chief really is? I really don't know. I'm hoping. But, for me, at this point in time, I don't really follow people. I go by my own thing here, what I've seen here, what I continue to see and not see here. We still see a city 4 years later that the employees are not here. There's a very, very skeleton crew in these buildings almost 4 years later. Okay, this city is still, for the most part, shut down, okay? So I personally go by what I have experienced here, seen here, continue to see here, continue not to see here. And I also go by what I can absolutely prove. That's it. And I pay very, very close attention to Trump. Okay, and he's been putting out comms for us left and right. The New Hampshire thing the other night, he called out Tom Homan and told you literally he was central casting. He literally told you he was central casting. And he called out every other one of them there. He calls them all out. He's exposing everyone, and he's telling us to go ahead and look into these people. But then he's also, lately, he's got the white ball hat on. And last night, I saw him putting on a white cowboy hat. So he's telling us that they're in complete control of everything. He's telling us, he's got this. They've got this. Okay, so I pay attention to him. And it's just my opinion, but I believe and trust in him. Okay, and I believe that he knows what we've gone through. Okay, he knows that we're waiting. He knows that we're struggling. And I think he will continue to send out these comms for us to assure us, for one, that they're in control. And for two, I think when it gets to be a little closer to something major happening, that he will also give us some sort of sign. Now, could I be wrong on that? Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's just my opinion. I really don't think he is going to know, that we're all like this and counting the minutes and not give us a clue. I really believe that. So I just pay attention to very few people and facts, absolute facts. The rest of it, I don't want to mess with that. It messes with my mind. So I stay away from all of that. I want facts, and I want facts only. So, but if you pay attention to the facts, you will see that things are like picking up in the biggest of ways, and they're being exposed for these trials and on every different level. So things are picking up, and they are happening. They're ramping up. So, it's just a matter of time. Just how much time, I really don't know, guys. I wish I knew more than I do. I really do. But I don't. But I will continue to do things for myself my way. Because I don't need my emotions played with. My emotions get played with enough just by trying to survive this. I don't need to have that, that up and down energy crap by listening to a bunch of people and putting out a bunch. It's not that I don't love these people. It's just that I personally cannot handle that and continue to keep a level head and come in here and do what I do. That's not a possibility for me. So I'm just going to keep my eye on that. So apparently Sleepy has given 24 hours for Abbott to comply. So that's like coming up very soon here today. So we'll see what that brings. Will he cave? I don't know. I mean, to me, anything's possible. Anything's possible. But, if that's the case, and then let's see what those other governors decide to do. But, we just need to see what happens right now and keep a close eye on that. And that's what I plan to do. Now, I'm getting out of here. I gotta go get my girl, and she's a really long way away from here. So this is going to be it, but I'm going to keep my eye on everything. If something does happen, I feel I need to get up here over the weekend, I will. I've got the whole weekend. But other than that, if not, I'll just keep my eye on things and then pop back up here Monday, and we just go from there, okay? So, thinking, is that everything? Yeah, and we'll go ahead and, as long as it's halfway decent weather, we'll go over and we'll take another look at the Fed Reserve and how far they've come over there. And we'll also go over and take a look at the Lincoln Memorial and see how far they've come along with the construction for the museum there. And sometime next week, I'll take you back over and re-show you the the FAA that is still fenced in with barbed wire and concrete barriers. And the progress they've made on the Air and Space Museum across the street. because it's looking really, really good over there. So other than that, that's it for the day. I'm going to head out. I'll go through the district heading out. And if I see something crazy, I'll call Jalen and I'll come back on. But I really don't think so with it being like this today. So, and no buses there. So I love you guys. Hang in there. I hope you have a great weekend if I don't see you, okay? See you guys.